Today we will be investigating the Salem witch trials. Now, there's a lot of people doing the Salem witch trials, a lot of presentations or whatever. Okay, I get it. So we're not just going to be talking about, we're not going to be doing, oh, the Salem witch trials is blah, 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 blah. No. Okay, we're going to go over a brief summary of what the Salem witch trial was, real brief, and then we will be investigating all of the theories involving why the Salem witch trial started. Basically, what? Just all the theories. So, for our summary is brought to you by History.com. Thank you for sponsoring me. The Salem witch trials began in the spring of 1692. So what caused it was a group of girls in Salem, Massachusetts were claiming to be possessed by demons, demonic possession. And these group of girls were going around accusing a bunch of people of being witches. You're a witch, you're a witch, you're a witch, all of you are witches, basically. As this whole little witch hysterical time period, witch phenomenon, I don't know, women and men and dogs, yes, dogs, animals could be accused of being witches, and 2 animals were in fact killed. There was 2 dogs, and it was actually very sad because I love dogs. Dogs are just fill the void in my soul. So, a special court was then created to put these women on trial and put these men on trial to basically figure out whether or not they were actually witches, which, how can you even prove that? I mean, whatever. The first person convicted of being a witch was Bridget Bishop. She was hung in June, which is very sad. Also, it goes against all of the stereotypical witches were burned at the stake. No, okay, they were hung. Got 'em. After Bishop was hung, there were so many more accusations occurring and yada yada yada. A lot of people were being accused of witches. So, let's hear some theories. So, the first theory we have is a theory of there's a fungus growing and this is what infected them and it gave off the same effects as LSD that the girls were having because LSD can cause people to be more violent and, you know, drugs. Theorists are saying that fungus was the reason for this mass hysteria of people being like, there's witches, The second theory we have is the after effect of the British war with France. Now, people are saying that people were becoming hysterical because in the American colonies, specifically Massachusetts, they needed something because that war was just so effective. The third theory and last theory that we have is Tituba. Quick little overview of Tituba. She was another woman accused of being a witch, except the only difference between her and all the other people, she actually confessed to her being a witch. She said, "The devil came to me and bid me serve him." The devil bid me serve him. I mean, seriously. Can you imagine, like, the devil coming up to you and saying,
I need you to go and possess these little girls so that they'll go and accuse other people of being witches so that everyone will die.
Can you imagine? Like, seriously, can you actually imagine that? That's insane. And so basically she said that she wrote her name in the devil's book, basically a contract with him saying that she'd go and possess people for him and be a witch, essentially. Tituba, why would she confess? Like, this makes no sense. No witch wants to be exposed like that, you know? And especially since, like, the devil doesn't want people knowing that he's working with people. Like, that's some crazy balagna, okay? So, I did my research. Now, Samuel Paris, boy oh boy, have we got some dirt on him. Why would he want his slave to confess to being a witch? Why would anybody want their slave to confess? I don't know. Over a series of years, we've all seen the pattern of what money and power can do to a person. Power, now that's something he's interested in. This theory exploits Samuel Paris for making his slave Tituba confess to being a witch because he wanted to regain his power that was slowly diminishing because of this hysteria, this huge hysteria that was occurring. People were just basically not listening to the minister. And of course, he'd want that power back. So he just told his slave to confess to it and let it be over with. That theory is just too much. Like, her owner wanted to regain his power. So he said, here, Tituba, confess to being a witch and everyone will respect me more. The theory about it was a mass hysteria after the war and that this guy wanted her to confess, that makes a lot more sense than fungus to me. I don't know. I guess it is possible. I don't know. It's just very hard to believe for me. So that wraps up my video about the theories involving the Salem witch trials. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was good enough to have that A+ grade. Let's take it back to present time Selena, because I don't know how else to end this presentation.